Head coach of the Gambia senior national team, Jonathan McKinstry, has unveiled a 24-man squad for the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations qualifier matches against Comoros and Tunisia. The Scorpions will kick off their quest for a third consecutive AFCON appearance with a match against Comoros on September 4th, 2024, followed by a clash with North African giants Tunisia on September 8, 2024. Known for his expertise in developing teams, players, and staff across Africa and Asia, the Northern Irish football coach has introduced fresh talent to the Scorpions for these qualifiers. New additions to the squad include Real de Banjul Football Club's goalkeeper Lamin Sedi and former striker Abdoulaye Cissé, along with Swedish and Norwegian-born Gambians Joseph Cissé and Momodou Lion Jai. Returning to the squad are Hamza Bari, Ibu Toure, Ibrahima Dabo, and Ali Sow, all of whom last played in the AFCON finals in Ivory Coast 2024. Before announcing his squad for the Comoros and Tunisia games, Coach McKinstry addressed the challenges of selecting a 24-man squad from over 100 players who are performing well for their respective clubs.
Details. Obviously, naming a national team squad is never easy because there's a lot of players for consideration. But one of the nice things for Gambian football at the moment is it's becoming progressively more difficult to name the squad because we've got a lot of guys out there playing at a good level of the game. And also, they're getting regular minutes. You know, I think you can look at probably our top 40 players. Pretty much all of them are starting week in, week out with clubs at top tier football. And then you've got another 100 or so players who are breaking through, progressing in their development. So that's really positive for Gambian football.
Coach McKinstry then revealed his squad to face Comoros and Tunisia.
We're naming a 24-man list, okay? Which obviously on match day, one will have to sit out because it's 23 on match day. But just for balance and competitiveness, we're naming a 24-man list. Okay, so the goalkeepers, Ibrahima Jarju, Sheikh Sibi, and Lamin Sedi of Real de Banjul comes into the squad this time, so 3 goalkeepers. In defense, we've got Ibu Toure, Seni Sanyang, Joseph Cissé joins the squad for the first time, Daddy Dudu Gay, Mamadou Njai joins the squad for the first time, Omar Colley, James Gomez, and Idrissa Cissé. In midfield, we have Hamza Bari, Alassane Mane, Ibu Adams, Ibrahima Darbo, Moussa Barrow, and Ablai Jallo. In the forward line, we have Ibrahima Colley, Aliou Fadera, Moussa Jawara, Yankuba Minte, Adama Sidibe, Ali Sow, and coming in for the first time, Abdoulaye Cissé over at Paide, the young striker. Okay, so that's the 24-man list.
He also hinted at potential changes in the starting lineup for the matches against Comoros on September 4th and Tunisia on September 8th.
Maybe the lineup that plays against Comoros will not necessarily be the lineup that plays against Tunisia, because as with every door in this building, it needs a different key to open it, and so we'll do that. In terms of the new players into the squad, Lamin Sedi comes in. Lamin Sarr was unavailable in this camp, and Lamin Sedi's been doing very well locally for Real de Banjul. Obviously, we know he's been out on trials recently in South Africa, but even when I was here the last time I saw him play, and he's a very confident goalkeeper. He's very comfortable with his feet as well. He wants to play. He wants to pass the ball. When you look at his statistics, even when he played for the U20s and U23s, tournament-wise, he per match was one of the highest rated goalkeepers for short passes to his defenders. So someone who's very comfortable on the ball, which is what we want to play football, but also someone who has a really high save ratio. So someone I think at 23 deserves this opportunity to come in and learn from the likes of Ibrahima and Sheikh Sibi, but also to compete for a place in the team. Mamadou Lion Njai has been doing fantastically well at Kefum. In Norway, obviously promoted last year, a mainstay of the team, good physical shape to a defender, but also very mobile, so someone who, if our fullbacks want to get a bit more offensive, can cover into the wide positions quite well. So we're very pleased about that. In Joseph Cissé, someone who I know maybe previous coaches have been interested in bringing into the national team. hasn't been successful. You know, I spoke to Joseph quite early on, and we had some good conversations, and he's really just motivated and enthusiastic about pulling on that red jersey. He's also got a really good move recently to Cesena in Serie B, and he's been playing, starting every match, as a really offensive fullback, good speed. If you need to, can play higher up the field, which gives us, you know, I think a combination of him and any of our wingers, whether it's Yankuba, Brahima, you know, Musa Jawara, you know, any of those guys in front of them, I think gives you a really interesting combination in the fullback positions.
The Scorpions of the Gambia are set to play against Comoros in their opening game of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations on September 4th, 2024, before facing Tunisia 4 days later. Both games will be held in Morocco. Reporting for Kirfatu, I am Fatu Silla.